Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the second straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now the starters on the defensive side of the ball for the Ravens. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Here's the Jets punter now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll run with Clement. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide, it doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Bilal-Powell. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. We're going to look now at the defense for the New York Jets. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. You got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Now it's Haskins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Working out of the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, here's Agnew. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. On second down now, it's Powell, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
It's a jet sweep. Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 38, Haskins. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, Clement. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Check. Lucky.
On first down, Clement. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block even at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Third down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum? Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jameis to throw it. And he connects with Vance McDonald. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Winston. And he's got his man Hilton. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Hilton's first catch, good for a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A draw play. Bernard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On the ground, it's Clement to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They go with Clement here on the counter. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And here's the Ravens defense as they head back out there now. And let's take a peek at some of the defensive effort here that's helped them get this first half lead.
Yeah, I remember in school, we used to have a term for it, break on it. When you see the ball in the air, when you see a receiver make the cut, and you anticipate it, break on the football, get there, make a play. And we've seen a lot of that so far in this game.
Coverage has been excellent. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston. He's got it to Hilton. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Bernard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Quick throw here to Hilton. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. That's complete. Bernard.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Field goal's all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. They go back to the ground, this time Clement. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Haskins. Open is Powell. That's complete. A gain of 22.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
They'll run on first down. Powell. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. From midfield now, Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Get ready, get ready.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We got 3, we got 3, fellas, we got 3.
On first down, it's Powell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Single, 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 single.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
One set. 59, come on. Check, check, 59. Let's go, let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. He gets it.
They'll run on first down. Clement. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 24, Haskins, incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
Myers' kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break ethic? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Face mask. Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby.
Automatic first down.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Let him go.
On the ground, it's Mack.
Go, go, go.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Bilal Powell and his offensive mates retaking the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll begin on the ground with Clement. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A carry for Clement. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Haskins. Finding Gabriel complete. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Haskins will throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Here's Haskins to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Haskins, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Haskins back to the air. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Haskins to Gabriel, middle of the field. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and 9, Winston. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Latimer's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the 2nd half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Clement. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. And an alley to run. Pass gets hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive.
Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Every time, keep putting that ball in the ground.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. On first down, it's Blue. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is the running back, Blue. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. You've told me before it's tough to identify how to block a 3-4 defense. There wasn't a whole lot of blocking there.
And one other thing an offensive line coach told me, if you want to run wide against a 3-4, which is difficult to do because of the speed of the outside linebackers, it's often difficult for your offensive linemen to hit targets in space and create lanes for your guys to run through.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. To throw on third down, Haskins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Charles Clay, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This is caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. On the draw, here's Bernard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes.
Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On 2nd down, it's Powell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Mike, 58, right there. Right here, right here.
Now Haskins on 1st down. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Clement. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. From the 25 on second down. Haskins. And that's complete to Sanders. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Haskins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Haskins to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
For plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. No. Off.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Get that quarterback.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
On play action, Haskins. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. Complete to Jones. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. There go.
On first down, Clement. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Buddy up. Check, 59, 59. Watch the slat. Watch the slat.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Haskins. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
This is the running back, Powell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. On 3rd down, here comes Clement. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Jameis again. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Winston. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. To the air again with Winston. That's complete. Bernard. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8. First down, Winston. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ready? Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
They'll run it with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the two-point conversion. Now Winston. Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Once again, it's Clement. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Easy work. It's easy.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. Let's go.
Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Winston. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, I can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Ravens defense now as they get ready for the next possession. They did their job coming into the hostile environment, doing what needed to be done to get the W.
And that has to feel great because all during the week, that's one of the goals that they talked about. Going on the road, making that stadium their own, establishing themselves in the game. Give them credit. They got all those things done.
Yeah, both sides of the football did their job in this one. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A second down throw for Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw is Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Watch the eye.
They'll run on first down. Clement. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5.
Still 2nd down.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Here's Powell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Clement. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus. and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Ravens, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.